Did plot investments start in Dubai?
Well, plots are the silent gold of Dubai. You know, that time plots are what, 100 dirhams, 60 dirhams, 150 dirhams per square foot.
Correct.
What you cannot buy in one bedroom, two bedroom apartment today or a townhouse.
How about developers who are looking at purchasing plots?
Besides the appreciation, when you buy a plot, you control the whole ecosystem.
These really good schools in areas like Arabian Ranches, almost all the schools are very close to Dubai Hills.
These are plots are very high value.
Correct.
Business pay a plot can go up to $1 billion.
My goodness.
5 million, Imar South, aag band karke le lo. Just eyes closed, take it.
How sustainable is this growth that we are witnessing now in Dubai?
Corrections will keep on happening, and I think people should stop timing the market and they should put time in the market.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third episode of the Emirates Nest podcast. I am Diksha Vora, and I'm super excited to share some amazing insights on real estate. Today, we're going to be talking about plots, villas, and investment opportunities there. Now, if you haven't checked out our first and second episode, I strongly urge you to follow through our channel name and watch the first two episodes to basically get a background of the conversations we've been having. A lot of your doubts and queries may get answered there. And today we're going to be obviously taking one step further into the story because we're going to be talking about plots, which a lot of people are not talking about. So, welcome back to the show, the Merlin people, Rohit and Asha. How are you both?
Thank you. Great. We're
Great.
doing well. How are you?
I'm very well. So this is a beautiful setting. Now we're like amne samne,
Absolutely.
on the table.
Rubaru.
So rubaru, and we're going to be having a lot of like candid discussions, etc. So let's get straight to the point. So now, Rohit, you have been in the industry for quite some time. And like we discussed in the last podcast, pre-COVID, we were a 1.7 million population. Now, indeed, we have crossed the 5 million rank. How have you changed your approach towards the market? Like, what have you had to change over these years that previously used to work and you said, now this won't work. Now we have to, go through another way. So what are the basic changes that have come up?
And now podcasts work.
Of course, that is indeed one podcast and reels. But apart from this,
Jokes aside. So essentially, before I always use that word. Maybe it's becoming cliche. पहले लोगों को बस एक छत चाहिए था सर के ऊपर. It was just a roof over their heads. And now everyone's getting savvy with more information out there. So we also have to be first real estate strategists, not just brokers. What do you mean by real estate strategist? We follow where the city is going, not where it has been. So when a city is going towards a new place, we have to go like a hawk, like cheel ke tarah. We have to see, okay, this is where the city is growing, and this is where the investment can grow. Real estate is all about creating opportunity, finding new places, and the consumers or investor, they look at, ki right now I just don't want a single building. I want a complete school area, a community area. Before, this was not a very big checklist on people. Bas chhat chahiye.
correct.
Whatever's there I want.
Correct.
Now there's so many choices, so many developers. Community is number one. It wasn't there before, be honest.
Sure.
So community living is very big nowadays.
Yes.
And we have to explore and give the right advice and give the right strategy to investors. Ki this is where you have to invest, not just whatever's out there, buy it.
Correct. Now, indeed, we have so many options also. So many neighborhoods
So many,
have come
yes,
up.
yes.
And, every second day there's something or the other mushrooming. There are different projects that are being promoted. So many real estate agents only promote so many different projects. And you're like, oh, this is there in the market and so on. Interesting. Now, there is this other big myth that in Dubai you can't purchase a plot, which has been going on for a long time. Initially, people used to say you can't purchase property. Now, of course, they have advertised it so much. We know we can purchase a property, but how about plots? So let's try and understand, when did plot investments start in Dubai?
Well, plots are the silent gold of Dubai.
Okay.
And initially, Dubai started with plots. Let's be honest.
Okay.
It's not these ready communities, ready villas, ready townhouses, ready apartments. Let's look at example of where all the richest people of the Dubai live. Emirates Hills.
Yes.
They started selling plots in 2001.
But how come people didn't know about it? Or how come it wasn't really advertised as much?
400 odd plots, you don't need to advertise.
Oh, right, they just go.
Cool. And the people who are savvy are sitting, that time plots are what, 100 dirhams, 60 dirhams, 150 dirhams per square foot.
Correct.
What you cannot buy in 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartment today or a townhouse. People are buying 20,000 square foot plots in those days.
Yeah.
2 million dirham में बहुत बड़ा plot आ रहा
Plot
था.
आ जाता है, yeah.
20,000 square foot. Now, people have constructed in those plots, those savvy investors. Many of them are Indian, by the way. And
Correct.
those villas are now 100 million. Not 2x, 3x. Not 200, 300%. I have to get a calculator.
Yeah. to actually even
5,000,
calculate.
10,000% growth.
Yes.
And Dubai has given you such opportunities time and time again. Okay, Emirates sales is over. 2015, 20, Dubai Hills. You could buy plots. Similar, 2, 4, 5, 10 million dirham plots. Now they're 50, 100, 200 million dirhams. Mansions they're going for. So these are plots for individuals who want to buy, and it becomes an urban gem. Now you said, where do you stay? Emirates sales. Oh, you feel like he's a minister or he's some huge person of Dubai. If he stays in Emirates Hills or Dubai Hills, I stay in Emerald Hills, Parkways, Fairways.
Sure.
So it becomes an urban gem.
Yes. No, that is there. I mean, which are some of the places you would now recommend people to buy plots in?
Well, 2001 से चल रहा है and we are in 2025 now.
अभी कहाँ recommend करते हो कि अभी अगर जो ये देख रहा है वो कहाँ explore करे?
See, the plots are very tough to get.
There's not much supply.
You have Jabal Ali Hills.
Yeah.
It's still at a 300 dirham price. When some investors come to me say, no, it was 100 dirhams. So I said, yeah, even Emirates Hills was 100 dirhams. Today it's
Once upon a
3,000.
time. Yes.
It's
that's
3,000 dirhams if you want to buy a plot in Emirates Hills.
true. Yes.
So 300 is still a very good deal. So Jabal Ali Hills is decent. It's made by Miras. It's right opposite Palm Jabal Ali. And very few people know that Palm Jabal Ali also plots are available for sale. And these are the things. That's why I keep on telling you, Diksha, you should charge for your podcast.
I should. We should charge
should, because-
people to watch. Yes.
It should be a Netflix subscription. You can also buy in Palm Jabal Ali plots.
100%. So if you're looking at, say, buying in Palm Jebel Ali, etc., now what is the expected appreciation we are looking at in 5 to 10 years? I know we have looked at how the money has appreciated, but what are we envisaging in the next 5-10 years?
Besides the appreciation, when you buy a plot, you control the whole ecosystem. You control the blueprint. You actually get a professional consultant. You make the blueprints. Some ready villas do not have basements. A lot of people love basements, especially for these mansion type homes.
Correct.
When you buy a plot, you can make basements. You can make a one-of-a-kind home.
Right.
You get the flexibility.
Of course.
Like,
you can do what you like.
yeah. Even if it's like for the end user, you want to sell it off later on, you have the option of how you want to do.
Correct.
Which, like in
You don't get
ready
otherwise.
development, you don't get that option.
True.
Even Jumeirah 1, 2, 3, there are a lot of coastal villas right now, which is Pearl Jumeirah, La Mer South, the Bulgari. Do you know Bulgari plots are being sold at 12,000 dirhams a square foot?
Wow.
माना आप 10,000 प्लॉट 1,000 गज या 10,000 स्क्वायर फुट प्लॉट is 120 million dirhams or 250 300 CR for one plot. Then you make a house in it. Imagine the value of that house. You have neighbors like Ronaldo. So plots are a hidden gem, the silent gold. Pearl Jumeirah is still available. Great area, La Mer South. And very few people know that you can go to Alain Highway right up to the Alain municipality and you can buy these amazing plots for 100 to 150 dirhams. 30, 40, 50,000 square foot. You can make a farmhouses. So these concepts are there in Delhi, Mumbai. Chalo, let's go to a 50, 100,000 square foot farm.
Sure.
But that's also in Dubai.
Yeah.
Maybe, and the roads are so good over here. 100 kilometers is 45 minutes.
Correct.
You're
Not like
in-
India.
Not like
1.5 घंटे लगे रहो.
you go reach in like 3 hours, 4
कसम
hours.
से
So for here-
20-25 kilometers तो घंटे में पहुंचते हो.
Exactly. So you can buy plots in the Alain municipality called
Yes.
Arabian Hills.
Yes.
Still at 150 dirhams, still at payment plan. So there are a lot of options out there.
out there, yeah.
Very few people again know about these things. But it's good you're bringing these very informative questions, and If it's not for the faint-hearted, because you have to do
Right.
construction,
Of course.
you have to build, you have to have patience long term. ऐसा नहीं कि आपने ready घर ले लिया.
ले लिया,
Correct,
and then
correct.
it's
Flip
ready
कर
and
लिया,
आपने flip
etc.
किया,
वो सब.
and then you know the timeline.
Yes.
With this,
Yes.
it's different.
Yes.
One more, the good thing is Dubai is so advanced. And I remember that old Bollywood movie, I don't know if everyone's seen it, Khosla Ka Ghosla and all that, कि किसने plot खरीदा and कब्जा कर लिया and people have taken over the plots.
Correct.
Impossible to happen in
Impossible to
Dubai. This
happen,
is your
yeah.
plot, this is your
Yes.
plot. You don't need to
Yeah.
put a boundary wall on it or
Really,
something like
correct.
that.
Yeah.
It's your plot finished.
Sure,
No
sure.
one's going to touch it.
And the long-term gain you get if you have a plot compared to buying from a developed community or an apartment or a townhouse. There's no comparison. कितना भी जा सकता है. Like he just mentioned about Emirates Hills and Dubai Hills.
Correct.
I mean, I can't expect that kind of a return or a gain if I am
Of course.
investing into a townhouse or an
Sure.
apartment or a villa. So it's just amazing. Like
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Obviously, the cost of a villa, a plot to get into is not easy. It's not for the
Yes.
faint-hearted.
Yes. Yes.
10 million, 20 million dirhams is minimum to put in. But it's worth it if you have that type of funds or
No,
come as a
I-
partnership.
I agree with you 100%. Let's talk about one of the biggest misconceptions, Asha, that people have, foreign investors have, particularly about plot investment in Dubai.
They feel, so again, people who are not aware of the market in Dubai and the rules in Dubai, they feel it's a hassle to invest in a plot, and there'll be a lot of restrictions in probably building a plot. But thanks to the laws here and how convenient it has become, it's quite easy if you invest in a plot and you want to build a house or something. So like anywhere else in UK, India, USA, it's not easy to get permissions, and things are tough. Here there's more flexibility, there's more support from the government. So I mean, I feel more and more people, foreigners, should actually look into investing into plots.
Sure.
They're not really aware of the Dubai market as such. So
No, I get that. I get that.
because they compare it to their own
Yes.
country, right? So the rules are not, it's not very easy
Sure.
according to them.
Of course. Which makes sense, which makes absolute sense. Now, Rohit, how about developers who are looking at purchasing plots? What's the scenario there?
Oh, I'm glad you brought this up. This subject, it is like, Dubai has become a madhumakhi. As so many developers from tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, even from tier 1 cities of India. Like, I got someone from Indore last week. So I'm the emirate of Indore, and I want to make 20 buildings over here. And they are hunting for plots. Especially they want plots in Dubai Islands.
Right.
Plots were there for 100 dirhams a square foot. Today it's for 600 dirhams. And these are two big buildings, G plus 10, G plus 12. And luckily the Dubai infrastructure and Dubai rule framework is so good that Dubai is welcoming such developers. Ki aap aao, come, we'll give you a red carpet. We'll tell you how to make a developer agency. We'll tell you how to do an escrow account. We'll give you all the rules and regulations. It's not like, all the other countries where, when you want to become a builder, you want to become a developer, पहले तो कोई गुंडे आ जाएंगे कि हफ्ता निकालो. It's nothing like that.
Correct.
It's so smooth, and it is, and people have seen it. So everyone wants to come to Dubai, make their own building, and what better, bragging rights. I have my own building in Dubai.
Yes.
I'm a developer in Dubai.
Yes.
मेरी बिल्डिंग इमार के सामने.
Correct.
It's unbelievable, and there is absolute so much demand, I can't tell you. And my dad, who's only 77 years old, young, that's his baby. So although Asha and me do a lot of off-plan sales, my dad is, I would be fair and say, king of plots. इतने प्लॉट्स बेचते हैं दुबई में, एंड आई गेट स्केयर्ड व्हेन आई सी दोस नंबर्स. आई हैव टू, इतने जीरोस होते हैं कैलकुलेटर में, बिकॉज दीज आर प्लॉट्स आर वेरी हाई वैल्यू.
Correct.
बिजनेस पे a plot can go up to $1 billion.
My goodness.
That's 9 zeros or 10. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how many zeros are there. Na?
Because of the demand, yes.
So my dad, who's the chairman of a company, Mr. Hiru Bachani, he loves doing plots. He loves doing JVs. He has a very good team with him. I try to do what I can, but no, I can't reach him.
Correct.
And in our first podcast also, I told that, it's really his baby, it's his business.
Sure.
हम तो बस, we are doing what we can.
Sure.
But yeah, plots are very exciting.
Very, very, very
वो हमें
interesting.
कहते हैं ये ऑफ प्लान तुम लोग का है.
हाँ,
Like I'm
ये
not
छोटी
even
चीजें
going
तुम
there.
करो.
छोटी चीजें तुम करो. You know, I'm just going to be selling plots.
No, just imagine, it is so beautiful to see a family where the father is doing something and the children, both the son and the daughter-in-law are actually into another vertical of real estate, and everything is actually around wealth creation, money, etc. I think it's a very beautiful family dynamic where at least there's discussion, there's banter, there's stuff about what's worth investing and what's not, and at least you have options inside your house. Like as if,
And
if I have
comes with a lot of arguments also.
100%. See, wherever
it's
you
fun.
have, it would be
of
fun,
course,
right?
yes.
In how lonely it would be to just not have anyone to talk about, and
Right,
then you
right,
just go like,
Honest arguments, and my dad has seen it all.
हाँ.
So sometimes, yeah, we do the नहीं dad ये नहीं चलेगा, but 2 साल के बाद, yeah, dad was right.
Correct.
Dad is always right.
yes, daddy is always right because he has years of experience, right? The back his wisdom.
Experience
Yes.
है, yeah.
Dubai is the new Europe, the way it's being branded now. एक time पे था लोग लंदन जाते थे to settle down. Now people are coming to Dubai to settle down. Now in terms of all the people who are flocking to Dubai, okay, let's talk about in terms of what are the top school districts that you would recommend if people are bringing families down. What all particular areas, even from an investment point of view, should they be investing in where they have good schools, good places for children to study in?
That's a very good point, because schools are like anybody moving in, even if it's an investor or people coming with, so many people are coming down with families,
Sure.
and they are asking us actually, and they've done their research on schools, and there are these really good schools in areas like Arabian Ranches, and almost all the schools are very close to Dubai Hills. Very good ones we have in Emirates Hills, like we have Nord Anglia, we have Repton, we have like lots of good schools in these areas, and of course that really makes a difference for that community. From an investor's point of view also, like if you want to
Yes.
move in, it is definitely like then we have the Soba Heartland, MBR City, everything. You have really good like NLCS Heartland School. So yeah, these areas are the prices are very high over here, because people want to stay close to where the school is. So from an investment point of view also, I think now even the new communities which are developing, they are like all of them, they have to have these good school brands, because they know that's how they're going to attract people.
Correct. Because I think when we were young, we didn't have enough schools here. हमारे पास
we
कुछ भी
didn't
नहीं था.
have, and probably, and before, probably we didn't even used to think कि ठीक है गए बस में गए आए.
Correct.
Now it has to be like around the area, and then
Because commuting has with population, with traffic, etc. There's all those things, right? So I think even as parents, the mind shift has really changed towards comfort of the child.
comfort of the
and-
child. They don't want them to spend those 2 hours,
Right.
in traffic, and staying far, and that commute.
Yes.
Already the
yes.
school hours are so long, and then again
Correct.
that 1 hour of commute extra.
Absolutely.
So,
My
yeah.
school in
Hanji.
the 80s was in a porta cabin. And I thought that's a normal.
No, ये ऐसा ही होता है.
Porta cabin हम अंदर जाते थे. Next class you come on in a 50 degrees heat and go to the next porta cabin.
My
and
goodness.
sometimes the window AC would not work. And the benches were broken. What do you expect? This is how we grew up. It's normal. But now I'm seeing these
Fashionable,
we
fancy
also, when we
indoor
were
pools.
enrolling our child, I'm like, I
Just-
want to be in the vicinity, I want to be here, I want my
Correct.
house to be here. So,
I mean, we used to, I remember, because we used to stay in Sharjah and our
GC.
school used to be in Dubai.
Oh, wow.
So, traveling all that way, 4:30 bus आ रही है, बैठ रहे हो, जा रहे हो,
4:30 in the AM.
हाँ, 4:30 और रात को शाम को थोड़ी बस आएगी लेने के लिए.
that's too early.
It's like
4:30.
आप सोए नहीं रात को, आपको रात को ही
it's
जाना
like,
स्कूल, आपको सुबह 4:30 बजे.
So 4:30 सुबह बस आती थी and 6:30 you have to reach school क्योंकि 7 o'clock से school starts.
School starts.
Because you have to pick up everyone
and you
on
have to
the
pick up
way,
everyone
right?
on the way, so, and yeah,
And
but
so-
students come early.
So,
yeah.
so that's how. And now it's like with my niece, when we send her, so she's all like, "No, this is too far. I cannot go." And I was like, "It's down under your building.
Oh, God.
It's like, ye niche hai. It's like, you can't do this also.
Yeah, let's do a Zoom call, Zoom on a school.
Seriously.
10 to 15 minutes is max they want to
Yeah,
travel.
they want to
you know.
travel, yes.
So
And our buses would not have air condition. It had those small fans.
Yeah.
वो fan भी कभी चलते
कभी नहीं
नहीं
चलते.
and if
They're
by
not धक्का
chance
start.
they
Yeah.
get stuck in traffic, तो फिर तो it's like, हम पता नहीं कौन से zone में रह रहे हैं, like why,
I
we
swear.
late and all
But that's
that.
made us
So-
strong. But coming back to our investors'
Yeah.
point of view, I would also like to debunk a very important myth. Because people who come from Canada, UK, they think because the public school system is so strong over there,
Yes.
and on a zip code you stay on a good zip code with a good school, that does not apply to Dubai.
Yes.
Which I have to clear, because many people say, "Acha, which zip code is good for schools?" I'm like, what are you talking
No,
about?
we don't have
We
zip
don't
codes.
have-
We don't have
Yes.
postal
Yeah,
codes.
we don't
Yes.
Why? Because we don't have public school systems for expats.
Sure.
And 95% are private schools. So you choose the school according, and you don't go on a zip code status. I want to clarify that for people zoning in and tuning in from the Western world.
Very
And
nice.
Dubai is a very private school place,
Yes.
and you have to choose around those networks. And there's Gems, there is
A lot of
Horizon,
other
there is
brands.
Kings.
Yes.
These three are the top people in schools,
Yes,
and
you choose your school, then you choose the
Choose the
neighborhood.
place you need to study
Yeah,
that in
yeah.
the States.
It's different here because
Sure.
Yes.
I agree. Let's have a small game here, which is the this or that game. Okay, I'm going to be asking you. I'm going to give you two options. You tell me what do you prefer. So let's get started first. Commercial versus residential.
residential.
Okay, fine. I'll take that. Residential apartment versus villa.
Villa.
Definitely.
Okay, fine. Let's say in case you had chosen apartment, tell me high rise or low rise.
Low rise. Low rise is what people want. It's more luxury. People are tired of those 50, 60, 70 floors. There was a trend,
Yeah.
but no, people look at City Walk. It's luxury. Palm Jumeirah, new buildings are coming up.
Yes.
G plus 8, G plus 10. If you want luxury, low rise. Even Town Square, it's not 30, 40 floors. That's mid-tier, but lovely. And that's why I think Town Square is doing so well.
Correct.
Because they don't go over 12 floors, 13 floors.
Sure. I agree. Let's talk about villas or communities.
Communities.
Okay.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yes.
That is the factor, basic thing. Everyone wants to live in a community.
Sure. And off plan versus ready to move.
Off plan.
Okay.
Definitely off
Definitely
plan.
off plan actually.
If you have that, see, unless you like, nahi, mujhe kal shift karna
Yeah,
hai.
it depends actually. It's it's a case to case thing. Like
But
it
even
depends
for
on how
them-
much time you have.
We tell our clients ki, rent till your product is ready.
Sure.
Pay 2-3 years rent, wait for your product to be ready. That will still turn out to be cheaper. Unless you buy ready, you might pay $1 million more. And
And
maybe
then you
your rent.
compromise on certain things, and suppose on an off plan I can see that I'm getting what I want, and I'm okay to wait for 5 years, 4 years, and then I can rent that space out, and then wait till I all my needs are
Whatever rents you've paid, your capital appreciation is taken care of that.
yes.
Sure. No, I agree. And let's talk about the next one is investment versus end use purpose choice.
I think even if you're an end user, it has to be from an investment point of view.
Yeah.
Especially in Dubai. I don't know about the rest of the world. When you're buying a property, whether you want to live in it, you want to rent it, please consider less emotion and think of it as an investment. So they are both two sides of the same coin. Investment or end use, according to us at least.
Yes, absolutely.
Very nice. Sounds good. Okay, now this is my visual question. Okay, which is if you had 5 million, if I were to gift you 5 million today in cash, okay, where
दो
would
फिर believe करूँगा.
नहीं मैं
Either I can't see.
कितने बेच दो नहीं तभी 5 मिलियन तभी भी नहीं आ रहे अच्छा if I give you 5 million in hand right now, where would you invest and why?
Emaar South.
Mars out. Yeah.
Townhouse villa. Eyes closed. There is South. There's a lot of things in South. But South is like a city now. I cannot say just invest in Dubai. Dubai South में बहुत चीज़ है. Dubai South के अंदर Emaar South है. I would eyes closed put a 5 million dirham townhouse villa over there. That is the future. In fact, a few weeks ago in a newspaper it came that they are opening tenders for the Dubai Maktoum Airport. They are making underground train stations over there, which was like, wow. So that is going to be the future. Like a few weeks ago, we spoke about the 2040 master plan also.
Correct.
So we have to 5 million Emirates South आग बंद करके ले लो. Just eyes closed, take it.
Like you said, अगर हम हुए 2040 में तो हम आपको इमारत साउथ में मिलेंगे.
No, I agree with you.
Still there.
And you know what? This is. I had a very nice interaction with someone last year, and he's like, "It's so interesting to see how across years the center of Dubai keeps shifting." And you know, now indeed we're in Dubai South. Who knows? 2040 तक कहीं और हमारा सेंटर हो. We never know.
You never know,
know with Dubai.
They move so fast.
They move so fast.
There
They
could
move
be
so
some
fast.
sand dune somewhere, and like 5 years
Correct.
later, if you're just living under a rock, it's become a new city.
The first time I went to Al Qudra, I was like, damn it, it's so far. Who goes travels there? And now there are people living there that are actually moving back and forth to Dubai every single day for work. And they're like, no, it's not too far. And I'm like, acha.
When I moved here 16 years back, I used to feel Arabian ranches is like
In God's own country.
I was like, ये कौन सी जगह है, you know,
Correct.
coming from Dubai,
Yes.
Makmul and all.
Yes.
Up to it's like the center. I mean,
Yes.
like
Keeps on
communities around it, and it's so developed.
And
Everything.
people
is,
do, my clients, our clients, they do want to live in Al Qudra. They do want that lifestyle. Let's cycle out. Let's go to the Love Lake. And for them, Dubai is just for work once a week. And they like, you know, we have clients from UK. You've done your postgrad in UK. People love staying in these Newcastle outside center of London. में कितने लोग रहते हैं?
कोई नहीं, बहुत कम रहते
Yes,
हैं.
yes.
A lot of people have moved on in suburbs and so on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Central London is
Especially when
only
they get-
students.
When they have families, they want a bigger space.
No,
They
our
want
friends
a
are from
peaceful
Nottingham.
environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
They love to
everywhere.
stay in
They
those.
love staying outside.
So Qudra is those suburbs which people
Yes.
do want to live. You have
Yeah.
Town Square, you have the Mark Hills, 1, 2, and so many new communities are
And
coming.
such
The valley is
beautiful
close to Qudra.
communities, and you know, it's just like a no-brainer. Like
I agree, 100%. Okay, now we're coming to the conclusion of the podcast, which is my question. How sustainable is this growth that we are witnessing now in Dubai? Do you think that the rate at which we are growing may not continue for a long time?
You know, Diksha ji, that 5 million dirhams you're talking about, if I get 1 dirham every time someone asks me that question, I would have 5 million dirhams by now. Everyone says, kab correction aega? It's
Yes.
overpriced.
Yes.
See, no market goes up like this. There will be slight changes coming in and out. Again, lovely question. And I get these questions a lot of time, and I answer in different ways. Today, I'll give it the analogy of people know what S&P 500 is
Yes.
or BSE is.
Yes.
Now, there are 500 stocks in that. Let's treat Dubai as index or index market. Not all indexes perform the same in those 500 stocks. They're all blue chips.
Correct.
They've come in the top. There are many areas in Dubai where I don't recommend. So, yes, there might be a correction in those areas. But there are many stocks which keep on performing.
Sure.
Let's look at India. Reliance to perform करता ही रहता है.
Right.
Adani keeps on performing.
Right.
S&P में you'll always have a Meta or a Amazon performing.
Sure.
Or Apple stock performing. Similarly in Dubai, there are stock areas in real estate which keep on performing. They are shielded from the downturns. And as you know, we speak about Emaar all the time. Those are shielded from the downturns. Yes, it's a big city. Yeah, now 5 million citizens will come here, and there will be areas which will go up and down. But if you speak to experts, they'll help you steer away from those overcrowded places. And I do not see a real downfall coming. Corrections will keep on happening, and I think people should stop timing the market, and they should stay in the market. They should put time in the market. The more time you put in the market, the more you will see growth.
Correct.
Because nobody has a crystal ball. Ki, we timed it right and then we got in the market. Don't think like that. If you want real estate, come in, spend some time. You will up फायदे में ही रहोगे.
Makes sense. Makes absolute sense. Well, thank you so much, Rohit and Asha. We had another
Thank you.
successful podcast, got to know so many things. And like you said, I think we should start charging all our subscribers for all the golden nuggets that we're putting out. So, guys, if you want to save some money, it is a good time to subscribe to the channel when it is free to do so, and as long as it is free to do so. I'm just kidding. But thank you so much for tuning in, watching our podcast. Please, please, please go to the Instagram handles of ours. It's called Emirates Nest. Please follow us, and also don't forget to recommend and share the podcast with your friends and relatives who are interested in investing in Dubai. We will see you very, very soon with another interesting podcast. This time we'll talk about tokenization, and this is something you won't want to miss. Thank you so much. Please take care.